This is Vino, and I continued where I communicated about thoughts, and so don't be trapped or captured by the curiosity of your thoughts. That's what enslaves you. Now let's go to, for instance, emotions and feelings. When you become emotional about something, or when you feel something for someone, apply forgiveness. The reason I say, do it in the evenings when you're at home is because you're required to do forgiveness aloud, by yourself, or if you're not too afraid or embarrassed in your process of self-realization with your partner, and you do it alone. But you're going to have to get over the embarrassment situation of applying forgiveness in public aloud. So for now, just to kind of swoosh you into the application slowly but surely, do it alone in the evenings in your bed, but do it aloud. Do forgiveness aloud. Why do it aloud? Because thoughts are like loudly spoken words. You hear your thoughts, right? So of course they're spoken words, and it's like you have two beings inside you, okay? It's you, and then the being is the manifested mind consciousness system, and both speak, okay? You speak here, and you speak here. So that's why, in terms of forgiving thoughts loudly, you release the sound resonance retainment of that thought inside your physical human body, and also the crystallization thereof. Because you apply forgiveness, as I've explained how thoughts manifest as crystals inside your human physical body, when you do it aloud and you do it thoroughly and you do it specifically, those crystals, because of the sound, the words you are speaking resonating within you, will explode, if you want to call it that, and will release themselves inside your physical human body. But the point that you must remember and consider is that it's not going to help you just applying forgiveness. It's not. Because if you're just going to apply forgiveness, you're not doing anything about it in terms of acting differently and correcting it through application. The whole system is just going to remain inside there, and the thought may come up continuously the whole time. Yeah, that's also a point. Thoughts may reoccur even though you have forgiven them. The reason is because there are multiple different layers of that thought which you've manifested within you. So continuously forgive the thought, because where do you want to stand with thoughts? That you're not reacting in any way, and that you realize and you see there's a thought floating, and it's just floating, and you just go stop, and it doesn't influence you or redirect you or direct you in any way whatsoever. That's where you want to stand. So going back to the necessity to actually apply, is have a look. What happens when you have a thought and it manifests as crystals inside your human physical body? It becomes you completely. In other words, if you actually don't do the correction through application, that becoming of you as a thought will still remain. Why? Because you acted on it. How did you act on that thought? You believed it to be you. That's acting. That belief is acting. So now you have to do the following. You have to completely remove that act of you as the thought within your physical human body. The only way you do that is through application. So when you, for instance, and this is an interesting thing also. So what I suggest you do is write down your thoughts or the moments you've experienced during the day. Apply forgiveness aloud, but write them down. Why am I saying write them down? Because when you write them down and you apply forgiveness, and now you go into application the next day, you'll notice the same scenario coming forth, whether it is the next day or a week after that. And then you'll either do the exact same thing as you did previously, or you will correct the application in that moment by either applying forgiveness in the moment, by not reacting emotionally, and by not reacting according to feelings. And then you can go back in that little book and say, but I applied forgiveness, but why did I react again in the exact same way? And that's how you can kind of correspond with yourself in terms of seeing, where is my application? Did I apply myself effectively? Did I apply forgiveness effectively? Etc. So literally all human beings at the moment have to deal with within them is their thoughts, emotions and feelings, because at the moment that is what human beings believe themselves to be. And it's not going to be a simple process. Remember, how long have you, for instance, been in this world? Many years. So through that many years, imagine those thoughts. Imagine all those words spoken and the experiences you have, and you have to transcend each and every single one. But it's not about now going back to the past, many years ago, looking for the problem. All you do is remain here. What is necessary to be realized or transcended in the moment will step forth, and that's why we're here. So just remain here. In terms of your day, in terms of looking back, I wouldn't say that is just looking back for a moment, but you bring it here too. You bring your day here, your entire day here, and then you look through your day and you check moments that stand out, which requires forgiveness application. What is great is to start having children as well, being brought through to the application of forgiveness. You just start with when they're sad or when they're troubled with something, or many children get emotional very quickly. Have them apply forgiveness. Apply forgiveness with your children. I mean, that's also a fantastic experience if you do have children. But at the moment, I would just like to have you focus on yourself. The relationship stuff comes later. That is an interesting thing. So that is all I have to say at the moment in terms of practical application with your emotions, feelings and thoughts. And I will be writing an entire book, actually, document. I don't know if it will be a book, but probably a book if I have a look at it, on how exactly everything works and where exactly the points of the structural resonance exist inside the human physical body. And we're going to be writing programs about it as well to assist children, so that they don't have to go through this lengthy process and they're able to just unconditionally express themselves in this world. So thanks very much. This has been a